variable actually the main role of it is just like a container. It holds some value. Am I right? Variable.
Yes, sir.
Variable is just like a container. It holds some value. And so while you go for declaration, so we need to at that time we need to declare what kind of a value, how much memory the variable means the variable is going to store. If we are going to declare an integer type of variable, then obviously according to compiler, some compiler 2 bytes, some compiler 4 bytes. So it will tell that this much memory we have to means the variable will take to store the value. So this thing data type will declare. So before that, I want to tell you. Actually, you know that while going to learn any programming language, before going to learn any programming language, just think about a natural language, English. So before going to learn any natural language, English-like format, so what you are going to do? What, for example, you are going to learn a new language. So first, what you learn, or what you learn to learn that language? What you first study this?
Alphabets.
Alphabet. So like the English language, if anybody want to learn English language, so his first first his job is to know what are the alphabets. So it is his duty to know what are the alphabets. So just like it is important to learn here what are the alphabets. Okay. So after he learn alphabets, so next what is the step?
Learning words.
Words. So after words,
sentences.
Next is sentence. Okay, then after sentences, you have to combine sentence to learn. So you can write a paragraph. Right? So this is the stage we are learning in English language. Okay, so you can also combine paragraph to make any essay, or you can make any poem. Okay, so these are the steps. That's why in school days, the past students are learning alphabets. This is for English language. Okay, this is for English language. If you talk about programming language like Java, so what we are going to study first. So we have to study what are the alphabet. You can say characters. So in characters, what are there? Alphabets are there. Digits are there. Digits like in 1, 2, 3. These are the digits. Digits. Then special symbols are there. So these are there. Means we have to learn this thing before going to before going to write in programming language. So these are the first step to learn what are the alphabets, what are the characters, what are the digits. So that's why ASCII, ASCII American Standard Code Information Interchange. So they define what are the characters. You have to know these characters, and so that we will include these characters in our programming language. Then the next step is we have to learn what are the here words, but here it is not tokens. So in our programming language, it is tokens. Today we will discuss about tokens. Then after tokens, next is you have to arrange the tokens. After creating words, you have to arrange the words proper manner so that you will form a sentence like this. Tokens, we have to arrange tokens in proper manner so that we have to create instructions. So in English, it is known as sentence, but in case of our programming, it is known as instructions. So you have to create some instructions. After you learn how to create instruction, you can combine the instructions to create your program. So once you develop, you came to know how to develop the program. Your next job is you can combine many programs to create a software. So these are the steps. So first today, before going to writing program, our main role is to know what are the tokens. We have to study about details about tokens. So here tokens can be tokens 5 types. Okay. Here I can divide token into 5 categories. First is keywords or reserved words. These are the keywords. Okay. After keywords, next is identifiers. So you have to know what are the identifiers are there, how to create identifier. Next is literals. After literals, another one is your operators. You have to know what are the operators in that programming language. Operators. Next one is separator. Last one is separator. So these are the these are the 5 category of tokens. So let's start from okay. I will discuss one by one. And here instructions, you know that after you know all the things, you have to design instruction. How many category? There are many category of instruction, but broadly I can define sequential instruction. Sequential, you know, now you are writing group 2, you already attended many performance labs. I think except group B, all others already wrote some program in our lab. So these are known as sequential. The sequential means these are sequential programming. After that, another programming is your control statements are there. Control statement. Under that you can study maybe if structure. We will study, I think next class we'll discuss if else, and also another control iterative structure like your loop. You have to study loop structure. So this kind of programming structures are there. These are also instructions, and also many others are available, but these are the important instructions. The normal programming, hello world programming, sequential, and the control structure is there. Loop structure, will next class we will discuss what if else, loop, everything. And okay, so after you learn these things, how to develop these things, the next step you have to design program. And we have, after know how to develop program, combining many program, you can create your software. This is the last step. Okay, so now today we are going to this instruction we are going to discuss in the next class. Okay, today we are going to discuss what are the keywords, identifiers, literals, operators, and separators. So we have to discuss one by one. Okay, so next first start with your identifier. So can I erase this
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
okay.
Yes, sir.
Let's go to here. First start with the keyword. So keyword, I cannot write all the keywords. You know, in C keywords, if is there, okay, else is there one keyword. All the keywords, most of the keywords of C is there in Java, but some keywords not available, like the pointer, some pointer related, and maybe some structure called like union. These are not available in Java. So you check that most of the keywords of C programming is there in Java programming, and here also some new keywords are there, like the instance of one instance of keyword is there. Now I will at the end of the lecture I will show you how to create instance of how to use instance of operator. This is also one operator. And extend, while you study about your inheritance, you find this extend one keyword is there. So many new keywords are there. You please go to the, you can check your book what are the keywords. I think in C programming 32 keywords, and here in Java maybe 62 or 63 like these keywords are there. So please check that. You check the latest book, latest version, so you'll find how many keywords. Old books, 50 keywords is there. So but latest keyword how much you have to check. I think 62 or 63 like these keywords are there. So these are the keywords, you know that these are the tokens defined by the compiler. It is already designed. Don't use these keywords as a variable. Okay, so you know that these keywords are already defined, and you please check how many keywords are there, and so you have to know all the keywords, because while you are going to design the program you need these keywords. With the help of keywords you have to declare variables. In, for example, integer to into variable x, you have to write int. So float also there, double also there. Please go through that all after the keywords are there. Okay, so after keyword, next one is identifier. So how many identifiers? Actually, identifier, I can divide identifier many categories. Like you can see in identifier, you can create variable. So with the help of identifier, what we can do? This is the user-defined token. This is the user-defined, means user-defined token. Means user can means programmer define or user-defined. We are going to create these tokens. Okay, like variables. You can give the name of a class name. You can design name of the class name, object name. We are going to declare object name, class name. So many identifiers are there. So these are used to help write your own variable name, own name, class name, own object name. So for that purpose, we are using identifier. And how to create identifier? There are certain rules are there to create identifier. Rules. So you follow the rules. First rule is how to create identifier. You need alphabets. You can take alphabets plus your, it means our digits. So digits, you can take digits, alphabets, and special character. What are they? One is your underscore, Another is your dollar. I think dollar is not there in C programming, but here they added dollar symbol. So this, with the help of them, you can create your identifier. And second rule is first letter. First letter should be alphabet. Don't put any integer. Necessarily like you want to, don't put any digit. So first letter it should be alphabet, and with the help of that you can create an identifier. And remember that this is case sensitive. Upper and lower case, uppercase letter, uppercase, and means capital, small letter. These are different. So capital letter, small letter different. Means if I write it, means if I write and one variable, another is int. So these are different. So you please careful while you can creating your own variable. So three some certain rules are there. With the help of that, you know in C programming, no need to go through in detail. So you create your own variable, and so start with the variable. So before I told you, variable is a container. It is going to store some value, but that's why you have to know what is data type. So while you declare a variable, so you have to tell which type. So which type means, so here I'm going to tell what are the data types. It is necessary to define what are the data types. So data types can be numeric, so numeric related, and some non-numeric. So your data type can be numeric or non-numeric. So if in numeric, it may be your integer type, or it may be your real type or float type. You can say float type. You can say floating point type like this. And non-numeric, character type, or maybe your string type. So while you do the declaration, this is also constant. Also, I can define constant variable. So in this category also. So here you, while you declare numeric type integer, you have to write either int, integer type, or maybe byte type. Another type is here added byte type, and a short. Another is long. These are the four. While you declare a variable integer type, byte type will take 1 byte of memory. Integer type is short type will take 2 byte, and this integer type 4 byte, and this long type 8 byte. So when you declare any variable byte type, so it is when you declare a variable byte x, so in the memory it will allocate 1 byte of memory. You check that while declare the variable byte type, fourth category here, byte type, integer type, short, and long type. Memory location accordingly while declare, accordingly memory allocation will be there. And in float type, two types are there. One is float, one is double. You remember by default double, all the variables are by default. If you declare double type, it is 8 byte of memory, it is 4 byte. Both are both of which category decimal. In integer, I told you integer may be 1, 2, 3 like this, and here only fractional part is basically in float type. This is fractional part 1.2 like this. I will tell you while I will discuss about after 2 minutes, 5 minutes. I will discuss about the details. So here I think you can understand how to declare variable. So hello, anyone asking me? Hello. So okay. So did you understand how to declare variable? To declare variable, you need a data type. You need to name of the variable. Accordingly, you know that in C programming how to declare variable. Okay. So here only how many type you remember that integer 4 category, byte type, integer type, short type, long type, and in real category you can write float type and double type. Double type memory location more, and here float type memory location 4 byte, here it is 8 byte. You please remember that while declaring your variable. Okay. Another thing, while declare variable, scope of variable. You know scope means scope of variable. Here what is happening? Basically, variable can be three types. One is local type variable. Local means you know that you have to declare inside a block or inside a function. So if you define inside a function and variable, that is local type. Another type is instance type variable. Instance type, how to tell instance type variable. For example, if I make a class car. Okay, so this is a class. Here I declare it's the data like the int model number. Okay, and a car color, like this I declare. Okay, so and so method maybe break like this, methods are like this. So these are this is a function, and in another, what happened in another class is there, class name, class let class cb. Okay, so in the under that I can write public static void main. I told you this is here the main program is going to start public static void main. Under the string args, you write this. Here I cannot write. Now here I'm not going to write anything. So what happening? I told you the name of the file should be cp.java. Okay. So here this is a class. So this is a class. What happening? To remember that you are creating classes, but the class is useless if you don't means create the object. So that means you have to create the object. I told you how to create object. Name of the class. Any object name, I can say a is equal to new. We have class, means after two class we will understand how to create object. But here for example I'm telling car new, car constructor, we will study about constructor. So here object is created. So what happened? So how to access this variable? How to access? I can say this variable, another variable, another object b equal to new car. This is another variable. So remember that here are two objects of a class car type. Here car two object age, or if you want to know more specific a b c, you can define. Instead of a I can write Maruti. Let Maruti, car Maruti. Okay, here and this is BMW. So two object of class car type. So here I can how remember that every object assign memory location. So here this Maruti, this model, I can how to access this variable. This is a variable, this is a variable. So I can so Maruti dot model number. So that means this model number variable belongs to Maruti object. And also I can write BMW dot model number. So both are variable. Both are variable. Model number is a variable. So what happens when you are creating object inside memory from it assigns some memory. Inside for this object, Maruti, so this model number has some memory location. So when you are not without declaring any object, this model number will not get any memory location. Okay. So this Maruti model has a different memory location. So what happening? So this is Maruti object, and it has a model number variable. And if this is BMW object, it has a memory location. These both are model number. Model number. This is also a model number. Both are model number. Okay. So, but thing is, so how to access this area? You have to write BMW dot model number. How to access this memory area, this variable value? So you know BMW model number may be different, and Maruti model number obviously it is different. So here you have to store the value of its value you can store here, and this value can store. So this type of variable is known as instance type variable. And another type is variable is a static type. Where I'm not going to declare here. When you do the programming, at the time I will tell you how to use static type or class type. That thing later. For now, you have to understand two variables are there. One is local variable, and that is inside any method. Inside, like here, inside this method, I can declare, and also you can declare any variable in class here. And how to access this variable? You have to access the object. This kind of variable is known as instance type variable. Okay. Okay. Next goes to your data constant. So let's discuss about constant. You know, constant last diagram I did. I can say numeric type constant, non-numeric. So in numeric type constant, what happening? I can say integer type, and another is real type. Real type. So non-numeric, you know, character type constant, and this is your string type constant. Okay, in integer type, I already told you how many type means And also while you how many type of integer, it can be a decimal type, data type different, that is data type how much byte type you have to declare, and integer type short, this is for data type, and your long. But here I'm discussing about constant. So decimal constant integer category, I can get the decimal type of integer, it can be a octal type, it can be a binary type, or it can be hexadecimal type. So this kind of a category, hexadecimal, you remember, start with the 0x. After that, you have to write 25 like this. So when a 0x is there, you have to understand this is a hexadecimal type. Binary, you know that 0 1 format. Octal, all the number from 0 to 7. So here decimal type is all the number from 0 to 9. Normally we are using decimal type. Okay. So real constant is it has fractional part. So it can be float type. Means it no float, while you're only declaring float or decimal, that is for data type float, or you can say double. But here I am not going to float. Here how to declare, either I can present in fractional part, or another presentation, exponential type of presentation, exponential type presentation. See how? See, for example, I am writing 123.45. So this kind of presentation of fractional presentation, this is also float type, a real type number. And another is exponential. How to present in exponential? I can write like this: 1.2345 into 10 to the power. So how many places change? 1 2 1 2 2 location, that side. That side means power is positive. So you know that this is normally we are using mathematics, but in computer science, how we will write 1.2345. Here one exponential e, okay, and no need to write 10 here, just write here positive plus 2. If negative, for example, if I write like this 12345.0, that means I change decimal location, I shifted to right side, this side. So here I have to write 10 to the power minus 2. So in that location I can write 12345 exponential e minus 2. So this value, this value, this value, all are equal. So if you are presenting this kind of presentation, the explain this is one kind of presentation. Otherwise, you can simply write this kind of presentation. Okay. Constant count. Then character, you know that how to write character. For a is a constant, you have to write single quote or double quote like this. Constant. And string also, like I can write ABC is just double quote. So this is a string constant. You know everything. So constant part, I think over. You already everything you studied in C programming. Just this is the revision I did here. So please go through in details, and for the programming be ready, and you can design your own variables constant. Okay. So this part over. Another thing is, last time I told you literals, how many, sorry, I discussed about first thing is a keyword gone, variable gone. Literal means that is constant, and after that operators. Let's go to operators. So these operators also you studied in C programming. Here nothing more. Operators, I can categorize operators how many types. It can be arithmetic operator. You can it is your duty to study. I'm just discussing here arithmetic. Then second one is your relational operator. And then I can say your logical operator, assignment operator. Everything you studied in C programming. Then after that, what is that? Increment or decrement. Everything here we are going to use in Java program. After increment decrement, next is your bitwise operator. How many operators? 1 2 3 4 5 6, and another two conditional operator, and conditional operator is there. Or in the operator, you can share. Otherwise, some extra, what are the extra special character, special operator, let's say. So first discuss arithmetic operator. Arithmetic operator, you know that addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, everything you know. So I'm not going to details how to do these operations. You please study, you please follow some, you go through your book and study in details. So what are the operators are there? Arithmetic operators. So you can go to your book and you can see this thing. And another is relational operator. Relational operator, how? What are the operators in relational operator? Basically, less than, equal to, less than, greater than, less than, equal to, greater than, equal to. This kind of things are there. A relational operator, or equal to, equal to. So you will find some more examples here. You can you can discuss. The next is logical. Logical operator, logical and how to write this. Logical and logical or. Then also many other things are there. You please find, and logical operators are there. I think a not of logical not means like this under XOR operator. Like this, many operators are there. You find, please find that. I think you all know that these are the operators available. Next is your assignment operator. In assignment operator, basically you know that equal to the assignment operator. If I write a equal to 5, automatically the value will store here. See, a variable will store the value 5. And if you write another type of operator, I can write a equal to a plus 5. Let consider. So the same thing also I can change like this: a plus equal to 5. I think you studied in C programming. This is known as shorthand assignment operator. Shorthand assignment operator. So this kind of operator, I think you have seen this thing in your programming. You please study this thing in details. Another thing is your increment and decrement. Increment, decrement, I think you know that increment basically plus plus, decrement minus minus. This is also position also. It may be post, means you can post fix or maybe prefix, and many output different. I think you know this thing. You please go through details. Okay. And maybe a minus minus, a minus minus a. So like this things are there. It is your duty to study. If I go, I cannot study everything here in means Java, because you studied, because Java syllabus is very huge. Other modules are there, so you please follow these things. And bitwise operator is there. Bitwise, you know that bitwise and bitwise or. So bitwise and if I ask you a question, for example, a equal to 60. Okay, b equal to, your, let consider it is let 37. Okay, now question is, if I want to find out a and bitwise b, so what is the output? Who can tell me? Who can tell me the answer? A equal to 60, b equal to 37. First tell me what is bitwise operator.
Sir, bitwise operator works on the bit level.
Okay,
Means it converts any number or any data into bits, and then the operation is performed on each bit.
okay. So so that means bitwise operation. So here if I write it, okay, very good. So I will write differentiate between this bitwise and logical and. So bitwise and 60. 60. What is the binary equivalent of 60? 60. 60 equal to 32 plus 64, not 64. So what is the binary equivalent of 60? 48 plus 8. 48 plus 48 plus
4
8.
times 1 and then 2 times 0.
Okay, tell me the number. I will write here. First one.
4 times 1 and
4 times
2
1.
times 0.
2 times 0. Okay, so this is 60. Okay, so what is 37?
100 101
100
101.
101. Okay, so bitwise and, so what is the output here? Bitwise and means 0 1. What?
0
1 0 0
0
1 0
1
0.
0 0 1.
So this is for bitwise. If I do the same operation with this logical and, what will the output? A logical and B. The same thing if I do, so what will the output will be? This is okay. You told me right thing, or a perfect. This is right. So what about this? If I do the logical and A double and B, logical and B, so what will be the output? Anyone? So actually, yes, tell someone is going to tell. Tell. A equal to 60, B
Will be 1.
Answer is yes. Tell me. What is this?
Answer is 1, A and B.
Answer is 1. You are right. But how? Why answer is 1?
Sir, it indicates A not equal to 0 and B not equal to 0.
Equal to 0.
And both are true.
Actually, this is 60. Remember that 60 means, remember, 0 is false. 0 is false, other any number that is true. Okay. So 60 considered as true or 1. And this is also considered true. You know that logical table. True equal to true. Means 0, 1, 1 equal to, so the answer will be 1. So you have to study like this. So only 0 is the false, or other any number that is considered as 1. So answer is 1. Okay. Okay, this thing, okay, you know, very good. So conditional operator, okay, let's go for conditional operator. So conditional operator, actually, you know this, it is a ternary operator. For example, if you write A greater than B, question mark, this is a ternary operator, answer is A colon B. So this kind of operator, actually, it has 3 parts. So consider A equal to 5 and B equal to 6. So what is the output? If y equal to this much, so what is the value of y? Who can tell me? So this is ternary operator, 3 parts. This is the condition. This is one part. This is another part. 3 parts are there. This is a ternary operator. So what will be the output of y? Who can tell me?
6.
6.
6. So answer is 6, because if this is true, answer is A. If this is false, answer is B. Okay, very good. So you know everything. And another last operator to discuss here. In basically in Java, some operator added. That is, one is instance of operator. You please check. You go through your book and check instance of operator. What is instance of operator? For example, while declaring class. For example, I already wrote in the last slide related to class car class. So while declaring class car, if I declaring the object name is BMW, if BMW, if a object of class car, then it is so this instance of operator, it return this true or false, means it check this instance belongs to this class or not. So you please check the book, you will find many examples. So here I am going to tell you instance of operator only checking the object belongs to this class or not. Okay, this is one operator, and another operator is a dot operator. You know that while creating object. So this is, you know, everyone.
Sir, what is object? Sir, you are muted.
Yes. What is this? I am telling. You know what is a class? You know or not?
No, sir. Class and object both I don't know.
Okay, then if you don't know, that is also okay, because after 2 class we are going to discuss about class, object, everything. Okay, so since you are asking me, I am just giving you one simple example. Just consider a set, car set, in mathematics point of view. Let car set. So what will be the element of car? You tell me.
Different types of cars, different models.
No, tell me the models. Some models.
BMW, Mercedes,
BMW, Mercedes,
Jaguar, Porsche.
Jaguar. Okay, this much
Porsche.
enough. Okay, this much enough. For here I took 1, 2, 3. 3 example I have taken. Okay, so how to create with respect to Java. So here you have to declare car. Okay, so here, and another thing, while you are creating class, you have to, you know that class has 2 parts. One is data part and another is function part. So tell me what are the data of this car. So what will be the data of the car? Data means
Car
like,
model.
yes, car model, that thing I'm telling. So car model, you can say model number. And like this, some color, a lot of things are there. I'm simple writing here only color only. Two here, two data I have wrote here, data means variables, and it has function. So what are the function of a car?
Brake.
You are putting brake, you can create a brake function, drive function. Like this, many functions you can put according, you can check what are the functions are there. Okay. So like this, it is a set. Remember that this set name is the class, and these elements are known as objects. Okay, so I will tell you again this thing while you go to that class and say object part. So after that, so here one class I created, and remember that you created this class, means you created this set. You can think like that. You created this set. Okay, and another thing, BMW model number, Mercedes model number, and Jaguar model number, they are different or not? That means you have to create
Yes, sir.
object. You have to create object of BMW object, Mercedes object, Jaguar object. Everyone belongs to car. Everyone cars. Everyone car. So car has a property. If instead of car, if instead of car, who is this? Mute yourself. Don't shout. Okay. So instead of a class car, if I create another class name is considered dog class. Okay, so what are the property of dog? Can anyone tell me? What are the data of a dog?
Its breed.
Okay, so you think like
I-
this. Okay, like this means what I'm telling you, just think. You know set. If you know set, then you can think what are the set properties. For example, human. If I take a human properties means this is the data part. Human properties and your animal property obviously different. So dog has 4 legs. If I put leg, so answer will be 4 will come. If I put human class, so it's leg 2 value 2 will come. So like this, you have to create in different class and how to create objects. So here a car, you have to create a main class. Remember that, or you can create many class, but how to declare the object? You have to declare the object through the main class. So I think what up to one class. Today class is time is going to over. So in the next class, means next class we are going to discuss about conditional structure, loop structure. After one class, we will discuss about object. Okay. So wait up to 1 or 2 class. So you will be clear about how to create your means class, how to create your objects, how to declare, how to take value from your screen. Means some scanner object and through printel and how to use everything you will understand what to want to class. Okay. So here only 2 things I told: instance of operator new, and another is dot operator. For example, if I declare BMW model number, so you can write BMW dot. So here object using this dot model number. So this is dot operator so we are using, and also we are using Jaguar model number, Jaguar dot model number. So like this, you have to, its variables are different. Okay, its value also different. So we will discuss in the this class. Time is over. This is in the next class. And another thing, one task I am giving to all of you. The task is basically operator precedence. You go to C book or Java book. So here you will find operator precedence, means which operator will get more precedence, like addition, for example, compared to addition. You know that Bodmas rule in mathematics. Bodmas means bracket, then of operator, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. Like this in C programming, Java, what are the operators are there? So which operator will get more precedence, means more priority than other operator? You can find from there now in the book. You please study, because when you have many operators, which operator will perform fast, you should know that. So this is the task for all of you. Okay. So this so you please study all the things within 1 hour. I discussed everything. Actually, it should take more time, but due to our huge syllabus, we have to go fast. So it is your duty to cover, and the new chapters like class object will take more time there. Okay. Okay. Thank you all of you. Can I end the class?
Thank you,
Yes.
sir.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Attendance I have to take.